everyone, today I am back with another science experiment, and this experiment will So I'm gonna show the experiment. But before that, if you want to try this at home, then you need 2 pieces of pastel sheet, some clay, a torch, and there you go. So what you see here in this experiment, that I have a light source right here, which is the torch. Here I have a card which is supported by this ball of clay here, and I have cut a very small slit at the middle of this card, and it is as small as a cutter blade, and behind that I have put this other screen which is gonna capture whatever this slit is showing us. As you can see here, the light is kind of spread out, so as if I move it towards right here, as you can see, there is more type of slits here. It isn't one slit continuously, but there are more like mini slits, one which is lit, one which is dark, and as I move it around, I can see that, and it is like the most amount of light is at the middle, and as you go this side, the light becomes less and less until it's zero. Now, how can a single slit be divided into many slits? And if you look closely in here, I have done no changes at all. It's clear one slit, but still it is showing many slits together, stacked all up together. I have to figure this out. Now, what you saw on that experiment was pretty counterintuitive. As you see, it should appear in a straight line because of the slit, but you have many slits over a large distance. Why is that happening? Now, light is actually made up of particles called photons, and those are so small particles. We call them a quantum particle, and that particle is related to electrons, photons, neutrons, muons, and all of those crazy quantum-y stuff. So, photon can also be described as a wave. Now, I said that it was a particle. You say, how can I describe it as a wave? Now, as you see, quantum objects are kind of crazy. Let's say you have ordered one burger, one pizza, and one box of French fries. Now, let us say that you have to choose from all of them. Okay, what you want to eat? Let's say you pick the burger. So, of course, you also like the pizza and you also like the French fries. So, let us say that you took some of burger and some of pizza and some of French fries. So, you are gonna say that I ate burger, pizza, and French fries, even if you were picked to choose only one. And the total which you ate actually makes one item, let's say. So, you can say that, let's say you had really much of pizza and less of burger and French fries somewhere in the middle. So, if we draw the line, now let's say that you ate this much of burger, which is very low, and you ate this much of pizza, which is really high, and you ate this much of French fries. Now, after this, you can say that, well, it looks somewhat like a wave, right? And that is how we explain quantum particles as waves. And that is how a quantum particle behaves. It looks as if it is almost unpredictable, but what it is doing is taking some portion of one space and some portion of another space. Now, how does that solve the problem of our slit experiment? Now, when the photon goes inside the slit, it has to choose from many different directions. But the thing it can't do is go outside the length of the slit. So we can say there is a 0% chance of the photon landing there. Now, in the middle of the slit, which is right in front of the slit, well, of course, it can of course go there. So let's say it has a high chance that it would be at the middle, and as you approach like at the edges of the slit, it would look as if the chance is lower and lower and lower. So you would see less and less brightness of the slits, and that is what you see in the slit experiment which I showed you. This is called the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. When Heisenberg discovered this, it laid the foundation of another branch of physics known as quantum mechanics. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I'll be back with more videos. Thank you.